think I did it. I think I turned it all on. Though I have not, I don't have the schedule event and I have not even posted about streaming today. So uh, we we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. All right. So, oh, hey Turco. Thanks for joining on Twitch. I appreciate it. Um, we are experiencing some tactical difficulties that made it a very annoying setup today, but they were all self-inflicted, which is the worst thing. Like I spent like 20 minutes like trying to figure out why my light wouldn't turn on, and it's just I hadn't pushed the plug in all the way. So like, that sort of setup day where you're just like, oh boy, it's going to be one of those sorts of days. So May the 4th, yep, Ash it is. Oh, and let me put comments on. Yeah, so Ash, a big day, I guess, or content day in the realm of Star Wars influencers and creators is May the 4th, because May the 4th be with you. And the follow up to that is either May 5th or May 6th, depending on like your personal enjoyment of it. It's either Revenge of the 5th or Revenge of the 6th, as you know, Revenge of the Sith. So nice thing is that lots of people are like, oh, I'm going to do Star Wars for May the 4th. So they order things for me, which is awesome. And I love it. And it makes me very happy. But it also means that the month of April is kind of like a mini September. And for those of you who've never thought about it, September for costume makers is literally the busiest month because you're trying to get ready for Halloween in October. So usually by the second week of October, I'm done because I can't make things for Halloween anymore. But April is kind of like my webcam is shut off. You good? You good webcam? You hanging in there? Webcam is like you were unprepared today too. So okay, puppy, you need to like settle down. Okay, so let me switch to my crafting. I think it's this one. Yeah, crafting. So the first thing I'm going to do today, and I apologize that the light balance is even more horrid than it normally is, because this thing is having issues today. I really need to buy myself like a nice secondary webcam. I really need to. Like it's been on the to-do list for ages at this point, and every time we're in like a I'm looking at sales or like we're in a techie area, I'm like, oh, I should go ahead and buy a webcam, and then I'm always like, oh, but like it's expensive and I don't have money and blah blah blah. Okay, but first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix my choker so I can wear it today because I made a lovely choker and I glued the cameo on, and I put the hook and the chain on the wrong sides. So now it wants me to use my left hand to use the hook, which I am not. I mean, maybe I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that skilled with my left hand. So I'm just going to take this off and switch this really quick. And then I have some orders I'm working on. I have a new product I'm working on, and you guys will get to be the first to actually see the new product that I'm working on. I wanted it out a lot earlier because I wanted to take advantage of everyone who is doing cosplay for the Mandalorian and Grogu. Will you just fucking stay? Is this too much to ask of you to just stay where I put you? Has anyone ever seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks? Because this is reminding me of the part at the end where the spell is going off of all of the soldiers, the attacking soldiers, and they're all just like, not the attacking soldiers, defending armor and stuff like that. The spell has been disrupted, and they're all like, oh, that's kind of what that reminded me of. It's a very deep cut. I really am digging in there with the Bedknobs and Broomsticks deep cut there, so it's fine. I haven't seen that movie in ages, and it makes me sad because I love that movie so much. Angela Lansbury was like a integral part of my childhood because my mom loved Murder, She Wrote, and I loved watching it with her. Okay. So, hey Django, I got your poke, but I got it like 6 hours late. And then I was like, oh, I need to poke you during the workday. And then I just haven't had a single uninterrupted workday for the past like even today. I was like, oh my God, I'm finally getting a workday. And no, I had to go pick up my foster dog's medications. So I actually didn't get an uninterrupted workday. I had to drive around the city in the middle of my workday. So, but I see your poke. I will try and remember to respond. It's April, man. April is just it's just a fun month to be a Star Wars content creator and a Star Wars prop maker. Basically, I'm just switching. I just want to make sure that I can actually like use this. Technically, I'm doing a little bit of bad thing right here. It's bad form to reuse a jump ring after you've like opened and closed it once because then it gets weak. But since this is for me and not like a client purchase, I'm just going to reuse the jump ring because if it breaks, I can easily fix it. So that way I can save the good jump rings for my orders. Yeah, so tomorrow on the docket is I have to get things figured out for Phoenix Fan Fusion. I need to get my foster dog's neuter scheduled. It is time for his Wavels to go away, and we are all very excited. Well, I'm very excited about it. He doesn't know what's going on. I'm very excited for it. And then I need to finish some Darth Maul horns and maybe get a brand new product or two up on the website. So there we go. Now I can actually put it on. Yay! I also realized that I forgot to put earrings on, but oh well. It's just one of them weeks, I guess. Just one of them weeks. So how'd everyone do on their homework this week? I forget what what did I tell you guys had to do? Oh, try a new food, right? Trying to get the white balance on this stupid thing. Lord almighty. All right, let me turn it down a little bit. You ate mochi. What did you think of it? Most amazing thing ever, right? Right? Mochi is one of those snacks that I find to be super polarizing for people because it's such a weird, like, textural experience that I feel like my mom, we went and got boba and it had fresh mochi in it. And she was like, nope, don't ever want to taste that again. She's like, I can't handle tapioca. I can't handle gelatin. I can't handle any of this like kind of like gummy taste. She was like, I am not a fan. So understandable, Mom. Okay, why do I have these here? These. Oh, is this a set that needs to be packed in? Let's count them. This is also the downside of a busy month, is that I just end up with like baskets of stuff everywhere because I have these little baskets that I put orders in, because when I'm making like a tassel and stuff like that, like one of these, one of the first things I start to do is I start to collect the like ropes and what trophies they want and stuff like that. So these pieces, individual pieces, all go in a basket, and then I start like laying them out and stuff like that. So I've just got a ton of like baskets floating around that I'm just like, what is this for? What was I working on here? Because I started on something and then did not continue. I think this is a set. Looks like, why do I keep turning my size down? I need to turn my size up. There we go. Looks like snot, but tastes good. You know what? Yeah, that's not an inaccurate statement. I think it's rice that is like, it's the gluten of rice. Okay, this is a full set. Okay, so this can all go over here. I will put you in this container. Yeah, if I remember, if I am pulling my esoteric knowledge together enough, mochi is the rice that has been beaten repeatedly so that it's like nice and like you get the gluten kind of like rubberiness. So I believe, don't quote me on that. I believe that's what that is. So, okay, so this is another one of the horns that I was painting last week. So I'm going to go ahead and paint it up. This one I tried to go ahead and get like a yellow, Lord almighty, oops. Yeah, up here a little bit. Sure, we'll take that. But I tried to do the yellow color in the cast, and it turned out really like yellowy, and I'm not a big fan of it, so I'm probably going to end up almost completely repainting this. So rice has no gluten. Yeah, what is it? And it is something about the rice that like you beat it and it becomes elasticy. I don't know. I'm not a food scientist. If you want to talk about like, tib fib fractures and how to splint them, like I can do that. But like if we're getting into food stuff, like not my forte. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I did want to actually bypass this and work on, let's work on this one actually. Okay. Which do you guys like better? I mean, I guess you guys can't really. Oh, see, now the white balance is better. I think I like the darker one a little bit. I think I'm going to go, actually, I think I'm going to go with this one. So what I'm working on now is 2 new products that are going to go up on the store. The first one is this large mudhorn tassel. You can see this is large mudhorn tassel. I don't know where I was going with that. But this is a larger trophy. But like for me, that's going to look really awkward on me because this is like way too big. This is definitely like geared for like larger mandos and stuff like that. So I want to have a smaller version that is nonetheless kind of in the same spirit. So this has like, I think 5 extra trophies on it. 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 extra trophies and a fun tassel and the main horn. So that's what I'm going to do for this one, is a rope with probably only 3 trophies because it's smaller. And I'm probably going to do more of like a, like this is kind of like all together. I'm probably going to do more of like a chain on this one with the mud horn on the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be threading this together. Let me get my hot glue gun started because we are going to cut some rope. Awkward. Awkward. Thank you. Think the sticky erase has a higher amount of, I don't know the English word for it. Yeah. I also don't know the English word for it. So we are right there together. Right there together. So I got this lovely red gold rope for this, or I have just regular gold. Since this is going to be like a smaller trophy, I'm going with like smaller kind of tassel things. It's so yellow. It's so yellow. Every so often it'll correct itself, which is good. There, stay there. Don't slide back to yellow. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Yeah, this is my box of rope. Oh yeah, I have this that I'm gonna do something else with. Got little tassels. This rope is too big. This rope is too big. If you see a color here that you're just in love with, let me know. A lot of these ropes are, I don't want to say like first come, first serve, but I can't easily like find the exact same rope all over again because it's just kind of like what I find. This one. Oh, I think I want to use that one. I really like that one. It's also purple. And then here's my, okay. All right, so those are my thinner ropes that I've got. Okay, so we've got this one. Let's do, so I'm in the desert, so let's stick with like a deserty, starch. Starch sounds right. Junior says, hi, Amber, how are you doing? And are you excited for the new Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter films coming out? I was pleasantly surprised at the Street Fighter one that it feels like, so Mortal Kombat, you want to be kind of like gritty and like taking itself serious and stuff like that. That's Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's always been the one that's kind of taken itself seriously. You don't want Street Fighter to take itself seriously because it never has taken itself seriously. At least like it recognizes its own camp. So my hope for it is it'll be in the vein of like Galaxy Quest. If it can hit the same notes that Galaxy Quest hit, we will be golden. Can I say how annoyed I am though that they picked the Cammy outfit that I definitely don't have? It would have been nice if they just picked her standard green because I've got like 2 or 3 versions of that, like, or even like, I don't know. I think those are the only 2 I have because I've got the pants version and the non-pants version. So it would have been nice if they'd like picked the version that I've actually done, but of course they didn't. Of course they didn't. They picked a version that I'm going to have to make. So I think I'm going to have to wire that. Yeah. I think that's going to have to be wire. Starch, is that a thing? Yeah, starch is a thing. Yep, that sounds right. Like it's when you say like it's the starches, like that sounds like the right thing. I think I'm going to use this and this. And these are going to go over here. So this is kind of like my process with the tassels. It's just kind of, I pick out the rope. Let's see, now it's back to purple, yellow again. Go back to white. white balance. Thank you. I pick out the ropes, and then I start picking out the trophies. I realized that I need to paint this part. Your poison ivy looks great also. Oh, thank you. I've had that cosplay for 8 years, and I finally just got around to shooting it. And like, I'm really happy too. Like, it's really perfect. So, well, then we both learned something again, but like food science, it's gonna like go right out my brain. So, let's see. We're going to do 3 additional trophies for this one. So I'm going to pull out this Mando Hearts. And then I want probably, don't want to do these. I'll do the Ahsoka chains. So that's 1, 2. We'll have one of these tassels. And then I want, should we do that or should we do this one? Let's see, which one hangs nicer? Sometimes my determination is which one hangs nicer. That one hangs pretty nice. Come here, come here, come here. I'm going with this one because I like how that looks from 3 dimensions. And then I want 2 teeth. So we're going to go with this one. Oh, let's do a chopper finger. No, I think that's too much silver. Yeah, I feel like that's too much silver. It will set off against the gold, though, so there is that. I think I'm not going to end up using this. I think I'm going to use these 2. Django asks, you did a new photo shoot. Yes, I got to shoot my bridal poison ivy at a local photo studio that had like a spring setup. So it was like really floral and stuff like that. I've been meaning to shoot my bridal poison ivy for, like I said, like 8 years. And I'm always like, oh, in the spring, I'll go out to where the wildflowers are. But it never fails that like every year, I have friends down in like Yuma and like Flagstaff and stuff like that who will message me and go, hey, wildflowers are out. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm not coming up. I'm too tired. So we finally gave up on the idea of going out and shooting poison ivy and the wildflowers, and we just found a studio. So that'll be coming up whenever Mission Control gets done with editing it. I'm hoping to get Elira done. Well, I wanted her done for this weekend. It'll be lucky if I get her done this weekend, though. So we'll see if I get a new Elira photo shoot done before May the 4th. That's my pink Twi'lek for anyone who doesn't know. So we shall see. We shall see. It's kind of hard being like a content creator when you are also an introvert. Because I'm like, I know I need to go out and shoot, but there are people outside. And I don't want to do it. All the Amber content. Yeah, it's hard because I got out of the habit of shooting as often as I normally do. And so now like trying to get back in that mode is it's a little challenging. It's a little challenging because I have to be like, okay, Amber, get up, go do photos and stuff like that. And I'm usually in like gremlin grubby clothes and everything, and I'm like, I don't want to, but we did it for poison ivy. Huzzah! Huzzah! I managed to get through this. Look at this pretty green gem. I don't think this is going to go with this though. If I have a blue one, what do I have? Because I'm thinking Arizona colors. So like brown, blue. Would a shop color help? Do you think that is going to help? Do you think? Let's percolate on that a second. That's pretty, but I don't know as I know what to do with it. These are overly... That's a nice blue. I bet I could frame, get that in there. And then it's really nice blue. This is more of a... I really need to like make some more like lightsaber crystal trophies. I keep forgetting to do so. That's really pretty. And that one. Okay. I think. Ooh, what about this one? Yeah, I like this one because that one's going to have a nicer flow. Okay. I'll put you away. You're like a little weirdly sticky, and I'm not a super fan of it. Oh, that's nice. That would go with like the nice geometry. Yeah, okay, I changed my mind again. This is literally like why it takes me so long to do these tassels, is because I'm just like changing my mind every 30 seconds or so. And then I need let's do this. So yeah, I think it would. Okay, so I have, how many did I say? I said I was going to do 3. I don't want it to look boring though, so let's do, let's take this out. Let's do another tooth. See, I just want to put all the things on these things, and that doesn't always work. Okay, so I think this is what I'm working with. Here's a smaller one to go with that one. Yeah. Okay. And then I've got like a nice array of like complementary browns as well. You're saying that now, but once you have... Do you know what helps me with my efficiency? Adderall. That's what helps me with my efficiency. Thank God for Adderall. But yeah, so this is, I think these are the 4 trophies I'm going with. We've got 2 teethy ones, and then Chopper, and then the Mando hearts. So now that I've got and I want you all to be impressed with how quickly I just decided what trophies to use, because usually I go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth like 20 times. It's so bad. I'm so indecisive when it comes to trophies. And a lot of it is because like I get sent like the coolest like ideas and cosplays and stuff. Oh, I cannot put that in my braid. That hurt. Like the builds that I get sent are just so freaking cool. And when people are like, oh, here's my build with my inspo and stuff like that, I just like, I'm like, I really want to build something that like really like, you know, encases, you know, what the person is going for and really like elevates it. So I get really into like the minutia of like, oh, they said their character was like a city-based bounty hunter. So I want to make sure I've got like urban stuff going on. Like, what does that even mean? Like, maybe I don't do as many teeth. Maybe I do a lot more like creds and like stuff you'd get from like the city. And like, yeah. So just know that if you ever commission things from me, I agonize over every little bit because I just really want it to be really cool. Like I just really want it to be really cool. So, okay, so I'm going to use this and I'm going to split it in half. The thing with this rope is that, get back over to the white balance. Thank you. It frays, or it like unwinds. So this is kind of how I deal with that. I just go ahead and coat it, hopefully without burning myself. with hot glue. I know they sell like finishing tape and stuff like that you're supposed to use at the end of these. But hot glue works perfectly. Imagine you hunt down a target and then your speeder got towed. Yeah, you know. Like, imagine how uncool Boba Fett would be if he walked up and, you know, the Imperial officer was just like there, like handing him a citation. So uncool. All right. And I think this will be, oh, I need to paint this. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. And then I'm going to paint this really quick. Let's see, I shall paint it gold to go with the rest of the gold. Or should I paint it? Let's see. Ooh, let's do bronze, actually. I've got a good bronze. That's rose gold. Bronze. Okay. And then this is one of the cool things about having a crafting room is that you get to the point where you like have everything you need. Unless like you then go and try and clean your crafting room and then you don't have anything because everything's moved and nothing's where it's, you know, was or supposed to be. And then just like everything's a little crazy. So I guess the moral of the story is just don't clean. Or at least, you know, if you're ADHD like me, maybe don't clean. So remember, if you guys do any painting with metallics, one of the biggest things with metallics is what color you are using for the base. A white base is going to give you a lighter, kind of shinier, sometimes plasticky look. Whereas if you use a black base, it's going to give you kind of a deeper, usually more aged look to the metallic. And like you would think like, oh, it's not going to make that big of a difference. But like, I guarantee like if you have like a certain color base and on one piece you use a different color base, you're going to always be able to tell which piece had the different color base. Like it's really crazy how the character of metallics especially is changed based on like what the base underneath looked like or what color the base underneath was. So, you know, don't be afraid to use a different color bases to get different color results. A lot of times I will like pre-paint like the gold and silver and stuff like that, but I've started getting into this habit of just leaving it black until I go to assemble it in the kit, and that way I can, you know, like choose what color I want it to be. So like this is going to have a nice brass to offset the gold because this is going to be a mixed metal look. And I just want it to dry a bit. Also, one of the things that affects how the metallics look is how many coats you did of that metallic color, but also if the layer underneath was dry, like fully dried and cured, or if it was still like slightly wet. Because if it's still slightly wet, like it is right now, you're going to blend the two layers in and have like a nice, like they're gonna look like one layer. You're not gonna notice the difference between the layers because you're painting, you know, wet on wet. They're gonna blend together. if you let the bottom layer fully 100% dry, and then you go across it in the opposite direction. So if I was careful to always go like, you know, in this direction, and then the next layer I did this direction, you're going to get more of a like almost a machined look. Like it's going to have a slight texture to it. So, you know, if you want a nice, smooth, solid coat, you know, don't wait to paint up your second layer. But if you want like a more textured look, you can use the trick of letting layers dry, and also like using like rougher bristles. Rougher bristles will help give you like a textured look too. Okay, cool. I think I might just leave this white sheet down because it's actually keeping this from going yellowy on me. So we're probably going to leave that down. If it gets like blaringly, like I realize that it's not the best camera. If it gets like annoyingly white, just let me know. And I will take the white off. Okay, so now, well, I'm going to move it just for this part because I'm going to cut. Okay. And then this is the end that has the hot glue on it, so it's not going to unravel. And then this one will go back in here. Okay. Now I think this is small enough. No. Go through. Damn it. I've made choices that I really regret. Should have made these holes much bigger. All right, so that's not going to feed through reliably. I need one of those like plastic loopy things is what I need. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It's if you've done latch hook, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's got like a, or not latch hook, if you've done hair beading, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I need to make one of those. I can make it out of wire. Right here. These you a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So now, basically going to make myself a giant latch hook is what I'm going to do. We'll see if it works. Oh my God, I did not line up these holes right at all. There you go. And then this goes through. And come on, come on. You want to go through. Here, hold it. Boop. Come here. Got it through. It's just being stupid. Go in. You're being very annoying. One of these days I will have the proper tools to do what I'm trying to do at all times. Instead of having to make myself up a little latch hook out of a little piece of wire. See? I did it. Now, try to put my piece of paper back. Okay, but let's put it this way so I don't like get bronze all over. There we go. All right, so now I've got it threaded through. And I want to kind of have it go like this, like that, which is going to be super easy. So first I'm going to glue my little loopy to itself. Okay, glue the loopy Don't burn myself. Oh, it's low temp. I can burn myself. That's fine. Loopy. Try not to burn yourself. I, however, have burnt my fingers so many times that a low temp hot glue gun is not nearly hot enough to actually bother my fingers. And I just know in the other room, mission control is like, okay, so I've got the loop that I glued in. This is going to be the loop that attaches it to upper. And see, I could just like leave it, but like then it looks like that. So I want to make sure that it has like a nice like motion to it, like something like that, you know? So we're going to tie it. Does tying it look good or does tying it look dumb? Tying it looks fine. Okay. So bring it up here, tie it nice and tight. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to glue it. And I'm just going to kind of smush the glue down into the knot so it's not as obvious. Did you get it? Did you get my joke? Did you get it? Ah ha ha, I'm so funny. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to go back over here and I'm going to create. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this main loop and have this hanging from the loop and have the other trophies from the other loop. I know that was a lot of using the same like loop word over and over again, but basically I'm just trying to create. So like when I create trophies and stuff like this, one of the things I really want is to get like motion and movement and like I want it to have like a really good like flow to it, if that makes sense. So like whenever I'm coming up with the tassels and like the body plans and stuff like that, I'm really trying to create something that's going to like swing and have some dynamism and make noise and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. But this one is supposed to be a slightly smaller one as opposed to the giant one. So I will try and be reasonable with my end goals, I guess. Get the hot glue on it. Will you like me more when I say yes? I mean, I like anyone who laughs at my dumb jokes because they're real dumb. They're real dumb. Okay, so we'll let that dry. This already has its hang up on it. So let's go next to these thingies. Okay, so this one's the easiest. I just need wire. Wire. Where have you gone? You have disappeared on me. Got duct tape. Not what I'm looking for. Before the wire. Hey, legit, where did I put my wire? someone go back 30 seconds to when, I said, it's nice having a crafting room because then you know where everything is all the time. It's under my computer? I don't think it's under my computer. Wire! Cal, did you eat my wire? He just looks at me like, Mom, why are you so mean to me? Why? Okay. backing it up, I guess I will use the front instead. Okay. I wanted to use the silver, but I don't know where the silver went. Oh, wait, I see it. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, I found it. Crisis averted. It was just further down where where it normally is. Django says, well, that it was the single best joke I heard today. Aww. It's a damn filthy lie, but I appreciate it. I wish I could remember it. Mission Control and I were driving once, and there was something that happened on the side of the road, and we we're commenting on another driver and the situation that had happened. And I made probably the single greatest pun of my entire life. It was beautiful. I just dropped it into conversation, and I could hear like the gears in Mission Control's head just kind of like grind to a halt. And he let out this sigh of long suffering, the sigh of pure disbelief at how bad my pun was, like how I delivered that pun. And I cannot remember what the pun was. It's like it's the friggin' Tenacious D song tribute. This is not the greatest song in the world. Couldn't remember the greatest song in the world. This is just a tribute. So everyone, please spare a moment of silence in tribute for the greatest pun that I've ever made that I cannot remember to this day. Meanwhile, other days, like other things, there's a joke that we still toss about, you know, like, I mean, there's multiple jokes, but there are jokes that like we'll toss about like 10, 11 years after we made them. We don't even remember why we made them originally. We just know that we made them. And they stay in our lexicon forever. Okay. Couldn't remember the greatest song in the world. No, this is a tribute. That's exactly what's happening right now. We are all here to just give tribute to the greatest pun in the world that I cannot remember. Also, if you have not seen the music video to Tenacious D's song Tribute, you should go watch it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And the day kind of started, but it is still technically true. Okay, you know, like if it's early morning for you, I'll take that. It's the best joke you've heard all day. Because it will get usurped. 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 Okay, so there we go. Chopper has a little wire jump ring thingy. And it is not staying where I want it to stay. Why are you not going to stay where I want you to stay? Couldn't remember the greatest song in the world. No, this is a tribute. Now I have to go listen to that music or that song again because I haven't heard that song in ages. Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that it's going to kind of stay in one orientation because I want to put something on it, but I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to like rotate, which is fine if it's just the chopper, but I can't put a smaller ring on this because you see that there's like, I don't know if you can see. You can see there's like a little gap right there. So I can't put something else on this because it'll fall out. So I'm going to have to come up with something else. But I think what I can do is I can just loop a little bit of silver from it. Here it is. Here's my silver. All right. So come on, clip. Thank you. All right, so I've got a little bit of silver chain here. Can you please not? Thank you. And then I need a silver jump ring. Silver jump ring, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? So this is kind of one of those things that I like to do with the droid fingers. I'm just gonna, well, that was not well done, but where's my, everyone look around my workstation. Where's my little jump ring? I literally had it on my finger. I literally had it on my finger. Babes! Oh, here it is. Found it. Found it. My jump ring. These are like $1 on AliExpress. And if you do anything with like jewelry or jump rings, like these are the best. Because I can just grab it and then it pops the jump ring open without me having to like twist it. And it does so in a way that doesn't lead to it being misshapen, but it does lead to me dropping it. Y'all, today is not my day. I am grossly unprepared for today. Grossly. So we're gonna need this. Grab this. Oops. Ay. Jewelry making and stuff is definitely where I wish I had like 4 or 5 hands. Like I could really use having extra digits to deal with this. Okay. I basically created a little catchy thing that now I'm going to put a bead on. So let's take a look at what I have bead-wise. Got that. I want to do that. I want Arizona colors. That's kind of like cactusy, but I don't have a thingy. Arizona colors. That's pretty cool. To go with just sparkly. We'll leave that out. Here, we'll start collecting. You are good at making jokes. Thank you. Well, that's cool. I think that's too big for right there, though, but we'll hold it out. Got that one. That's not Arizona colors. Deserty colors, my friends. Deserty colors. I'll leave that out, though. A greeny one. That's kind of deserty, like the green of cactuses. There's another red one. Ooh. Yes, how about that little turquoise? I like this. Okay, we're going to do the little turquoise one on the end. Yes. Okay. Fingy ring. Fingy ring. I used to do like so much like jump ring opening and stuff like that that I would actually like make my fingers raw from prying open the jump rings. And I still do to this day, but now I have the jump ring and it's so much nicer. There we go. Now it's got a little blue bead on it. Just a little bit of bling on it. And I might end up going in and adding something from there too. But I want to get it all together before I start doing that. And this is all dry. So we're going to take this and just cut it. Remember, blades go away as soon as they're done. As soon as you're done using them. Okay. Go back here. Okay, so now I have this little loop that's going to be about like that big, and I can leave this on, this flappy thing, but I don't think I want to because I don't. So sometimes I leave these extra ribbons on if I'm going to like attach extra trim or punch, like I'll do eyelets in it and hang it like this. So then the things are hanging from the eyelets and the rivets. But I don't think I'm going to do that with this because I don't really like, I just don't want to do that with this. So I'm instead going to cut it off. And the nice thing is it is technically sewn on. So I just have to get to the stitches and it just will, yeah, so it'll just pop off. So it's a nice option to have. And it's honestly really hard to find the satin rope like on its own, like in these like colors and styles and stuff like that. I usually have to find rope trim because like they sell it like this so that you can sew it onto like pillows, like the edge of pillows and everything. It's like upholstery trim or curtain trim. But I buy a lot of pullbacks, tiebacks, the things that hold curtains back, and then upholstery pillow trim. And then that's what gets used for the Mando stuff or the Star Wars stuff. Because I just made a trophy piece for a Jedi Santa concept. And he sent me the pictures of it and it is so good. Like it is so good. And I'm just like, I'm losing my shit because like it makes me really happy when people have really cool ideas. Like I'm just really lucky to get to like geek out over people's cool ideas the way I get to. Nope, that's too small. I need the babies. But I think these are going to be too big. We'll do one of these. Yeah. Okay. So I'm adding this just to make the knot look a little bit more like intentional and not just like I made it up. Even though I mean, obviously I'm making it all up, but like I want it to look deliberate and not like accidental, I guess, you know. I've also made that too small. No, okay, so I might not be able to because it might make it too small. I don't think it actually took up that much space, so we're going to do it. Because I want it to look good. Look good. You are just pissing me off today. Squish and then pull over. Come on. Come on. Go. Go. I believe in you. You can do it. Stretch. Stretch. I get too used to working with like leather and stuff that like can handle me never measuring or planning ahead what I'm doing. I mean, I had a plan. I'm not sure how good of a plan it was, but I did have a plan. Just a little bit awry sometimes. A little bit awry. Come on, slide down. Slide down. There we go. Okay, I just have to get, good. Oh, hey, Mando. Little blue Mando. The Mando I'm not allowed to just be like, oh, that's my Mando. But there you go. that's kind of the size difference between the two. So you can see Hulk and more delicate. Yeah. I like that. I like that size difference. And I'm just going to glue this together right here, and then we can start assembling. Yeah, I am working on Mudhorn trophies. I wanted them done like a month ago so that I could like have them for like the Mando and Grogu movie, but I got a lot of orders, which is like a good thing, but also like it means that like I'm going to be getting these out maybe this week. So not many people are going to have them for Mando and Grogu, unfortunately. But it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. Okay, so I'll probably put, this is where I start planning out where different pieces are going to go. Let me actually do it kind of like sideways so you guys can kind of see like my train of thought. So like I said, one of the things that I'm always trying to do with these tassels is like create like movement and visual intrigue and like layers. Like you don't want, like I don't want to just hang everything from right here and then have this like big ball right here and then like emptiness up here and then like not much down here. So I want to like space out where things are so that they all hang at like different levels. And then that way they also all have the chance to kind of be seen. And I think I might go in and hit silver inside of this so that the mythosaur skull pops out. Yeah, let me do that right now, actually. Because as you can see, it doesn't super pop out, and I want to make sure it pops. So I need a little brush. We'll do this one. And yeah, that should be little. So small. Hello, children. So small. Okay, and actually I'm going to do gold because I think that'll stand out. I need to work on my kit more. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need to work on your desert kit, says the girl who also needs to work on her desert kit because I also need to get my current kit approved. I was in the approval process and I just kind of forgot I was in the approval process. So my approval timed out. They're like, if you want to continue. And I was like, oh, oops. Well, I told our Alarad, and he just kind of like sighed. Sorry, Trent. He even messaged me like twice to remind me to do it. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I didn't. So sorry, Trent. I'm really bad at like doing things. Really bad at it. Especially like right now because my orders are, well, there's a lot of them, which is a very good problem to have, but it does mean that I have very little headspace for anything that is not work right now. Okay, there we go. It doesn't like, it's not perfect because like the teeth are too small, but it'll at least make sure that like people notice that there's like an insignia right there and it'll pop out. So yes, you are. Oh no, but yeah, I have my shoulders and gauntlets almost ready for primer and primered respectively. That's awesome. That's very awesome. I have my lecu painted, and I have my front and back and shoulder plates all done. And then I can't decide what I want to do about the gauntlets. Because, like, the Bo Katan gauntlets, okay, because I have, so my arms are obnoxious, right? Because they're really, really skinny here. They're definitely not skinny there. But also, if I rotate, now not skinny. So, like, if I'm going with like a single like piece, it has to be like so wide down here so that I can like turn my wrist, because like that's sideways and then it goes to like it like, because my stupid like wrists are so weird. Anyway, I hate gauntlets that are that big. So I don't want to do gauntlets that big. But also like they need to be full wraparound. And Trent was saying that they're pretty strict about that. So like I have to do the big ones, and I just keep like I just don't want giant gauntlets. I hate giant gauntlets. Like it is literally my least favorite thing in armor. Oh, no, cod pieces are my least favorite thing in armor. But my second least favorite thing is giant gauntlets. Like for me personally, not on other people. I'm not saying like I see giant gauntlets and I'm like, ew, gross. But for me to wear, I don't like giant gauntlets. They look great on other people. Like other people do dope with them. Okay, so I've got these three things still. So let's go ahead and put those together. Together forever and ever. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, puppy. Oh, puppy. Oh, you're such a good puppy. He's such a good puppy. I would like everyone to tell my puppy that he is such a good puppy, please. Thank you. I referred to my, oh wait, cod plates are annoying. Yes, they are. Referred to my old one in my Mando chastity belt. Yes. Mando can't sit down belt. I'm almost proud that you streamed for the third week in a row. You know what, Janko? I almost didn't stream today, by the way, because I was just like not feeling it. So I probably, like, I know I have a habit of going over. Oh, I'm already over. Go me! I would like everyone to acknowledge the fact that I have now streamed for my full planned hour on a day where I was like, I'm not going to do it. I didn't even get like a post up. Like the 5 of you who are watching, like you are real ones. Like you are OGs. Like you are gold fucking stars for each one of you, because I did not post about this anywhere. It was not scheduled. Like seriously, if I had the ability to give you like I am the best gold stars, you guys would get I am the best gold stars. Because like I was just not feeling it today. I was just like, I'm tired and I just started my period and I'm just like crampy and I'm cranky, and I was like, I'm going to go get Jimmy John's today. So I drove out to go get a Jimmy John's, but it turns out it was the college campus Jimmy John's. So you're not allowed to go to it unless you're a student. So I drove 20 minutes to go to this Jimmy John's that I wasn't allowed to use. And I'm just like, why is it on Google Maps then? Why, like, come on, Google. Like you don't know enough to tell me, like, don't bother using this one because they're not gonna let you in on the like campus. Like I'm so annoyed. I'm still annoyed about it. I'm still annoyed about it. I freaking drove all the way out there. So then I was like determined to have Jimmy John's, which is also like I'm a little bit ashamed of that because like I don't usually eat Jimmy John's because Jimmy John himself is a lunatic. But like I really wanted a sandwich, and I wanted that specific sandwich. And anyone who is neurodivergent in the ADHD slash autistic way knows that like once you have your mind made up that you want something, doing something else feels like dying. So I drove 20 extra minutes the other way to go to a different Jimmy John's. So it's just been one of those days. Okay, but I'm making a backing for this. I realize that I'm doing a terrible job of like working in my field. Yeah. Django, I could not because I needed to use my student ID to park. And me not having a student ID meant I couldn't park. So, because I would have just been like, oh yeah, I'm a student. Like, what are they going to do? But we live in a city and the campus is large, and where GPS wanted me to park, I needed to have a student ID to park, and I do not. So I had to go somewhere else, and I was annoyed about it. Very, very annoyed about it. Okay. I want to heat sheet this. If you are sensitive to sound, please turn off your sound for the next 30 seconds to a minute. Again, if you are sensitive to sound, loud sound incoming. Not done yet. Sticky. I'm doing a terrible job of crafting where I'm supposed to be crafting. There we go. Okay, and now we're just gonna okay, two more edges and then we're done. 2 more edges and then we're done. One more and then we're done. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Voila. Okay, sound over for the time being. Sound over. Your mic filters out all the noise. Oh, that's so awesome. Good job, laptop. I'm so proud of you. I just remember one time, like 10 years ago or something like that, I was watching somebody else craft on stream, and she pulled out her heat gun and did not warn us. And like I was wearing headphones, and it absolutely blasted me into Kingdom Come. So I just try and be aware of that. So have you seen the new Mummy? Oh, Mummy Film, the scary one? No, I don't watch scary movies. No, I do not. Well, I don't usually watch scary movies. I have seen Iron Lung by Markiplier. And then I have seen Five Nights at Freddy's because I love FNAF. So I have seen those horror movies, but most of the time I don't watch horror movies unless it's like a IP that I'm like really in love with, which Five Nights at Freddy's is one, which is just weird because I don't play the games, but I love the IP of it. I like to watch people play FNAF. Like that's my favorite, is watching other people play it. Have you seen the movie called Arizona? No. No, I haven't. Don't even know what that is. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 gold jump rings for this because I have slightly more gold jump rings than I have not And that's great that my mic filters it out so I can just do this part without having to be like, be careful, because oh, that is way too big. Let me cut that in half. This might be a terrible idea. All right, let's just use scissors for this. I usually try and use my straight edge for the Terraflex, but sometimes that just doesn't make sense. Okay, so I've got my 2 gold jump rings here. I'm just going to make sure that they're seated correctly. So much of what I do is literally just like figuring out how to put pieces together that were not ever intended to be put together. Like, how do I get this gem that I made out of resin on this tassel? Ah. Okay. There's one. That was a little thick, but that's okay. Okay. I know it's non-hygienic to keep licking my fingers. It's just the Terraflex, the Warbler, doesn't stick to wet. So I should have a cup of water that I'm like dabbing my finger in. I just always forget. But there we go. Created a little jump ring thingy. So now I'm going to paint it black, and then I will probably hook it to that to create another like thread, I guess, like chain, like long chain. So where's my black? Where's my black? Right here. Okay. Are you going to be a guest at LACC? Probably not. I haven't been guesting recently because I've been having issues with migraines, and it makes it really hard for me to be reliable. Because if I have a migraine, I'm basically down for the rest of the day. There is no, I can't function through it. So until I get medicine that is reliable when it comes to dealing with my migraines, because I have medicine right now, but it knocks me out. So like I can't take it and then go down to the con floor and be functional. I take it and then I go sleep for like 8 to 10 hours. And it gets rid of the pain, but it also means that like I'm again like not functional for that part. So until I get the migraine situation figured out, I'm not really guesting. It's too hard to like have that conversation with con runners to be like, look, like pay for me to come out, fly me out, but also understand that there's a chance that I might like just stay in the hotel room all weekend. Like it's it's already a hard sell to get con runners to pay for cosplay guests because they don't ever want to pay for cosplay guests, which is really like that's an issue all of its own. But it's even harder to get them to pay for a guest of my size because I am in that awkward size where I am too big to do things for free because I have to make money off this, but I'm too small for cons to feel like they are spending their money wisely if they are spending money on me. So it's that interesting like catch 22 of I've grown, so now I'm considered a professional, but because I'm considered a professional, I can't get guesting spots easily anymore. And then with the migraines on top, I haven't been trying. Like it's too hard. Also, I've recently started fostering dogs and like I at any given time, I don't know what my foster situation is going to look like. And it's really hard to just kind of be like, okay, come to my house to take care of my dogs, and I'll tell you an hour before you get here what dogs you're taking care of and how. I mean, I have a great pet sitter. She would, but it's just it adds an extra layer of like complication, I guess. So, but I am hoping to guest for YumaCon if anyone is close to Yuma, Arizona. I will probably try and make it down there this year. And then I will probably attend Tucson Comic Con. I doubt I will guest for it. I might. So I got in a car accident yesterday, but I'm okay. I don't want you to worry. Oh, Junior, I'm so sorry. I hope everything like works out with the car and everything like that. So, all right. Well, I need to be. I am going to start my wrap up time, I believe. Thank you again, those of you who came and chilled with me. I really appreciate it. It was nice and chill. And thank you guys, for chatting with me. I will be streaming next week as well. I will be probably playing Left 4 Dead again, unless I decide to solo repo or con Jess into playing repo or something like that with me. It's 8 p.m. in your area. Yeah, it's 8:20 right now because we're on Mountain Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time. I don't know. We're on one of those. I can't ever keep track of it because we don't do daylight savings time. So we're one zone for half the year and one zone for the other half. But if you liked what you saw here, please join me at Amber Brite Props on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, all those things. My website is amberbriteprops.com. I will be streaming next week, same bat time, same bat channel, just a video game instead. So look forward to that. And your homework for this week is give 3 compliments and make them honest compliments about something that person has chosen. Don't just say, oh, you're really pretty. Say, I really love the shirt you chose. It looks really pretty on you. Like compliment people's choices and the decisions that they've made. 3 of them. Okay. 3 compliments. There will be a pop quiz. It will be 50% of your grade next week. I don't miss being in school. So, all right. Thanks everyone for joining me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you on Thursday. And yeah, go do your homework. Or I will not do anything because I don't have a principal's office to send you to. And I wouldn't anyway, because that's stupid. That's stupid. It doesn't work. So, All right. Love you all. Stay bright. Bye. End the stream. End the stream. Let's go.